Alright, back. Let's load this back up. Where am I at? I am waiting for a menu. There we go. 12 defeated. Alright, so my brother-in-laws were in town.
Yeah.
Last weekend. And talking about games, and came up and I mentioned I was playing this. And just sort of like giving some of my thoughts on, the play so far of, and more in the context of Last Guardian, of, I hope they, like, modernize the control scheme. Because the control scheme to both this Shadows of the Colossus and Ico is rooted in early PS generation.
Yeah, Ico was an early PS2 game, and Shadow of the Colossus was like a late in life PS2 game, but it's,
like it
still
started
had a lot
early.
Of,
yeah, like in an early, long development cycle.
Yeah, quick development cycles are not Team Ico's strong suit.
Definitely not. I didn't read it because I don't want any spoilers. At this point, since I'm so close, I would have read it like a week ago. It was just that now we're this close.
Right.
So, how fitting. But yeah, Kotaku's got an article up that went up today, I think, the day we're recording this, on like, what's it like, asking the developer, what's it like to work on a game for 9 years? Which apparently he has a great response to. That was like their little teaser.
Yeah.
Which I can't click on the article because I don't want to read. Because the reason I don't want to read the spoilers, I was talking to my brother-in-law, and then as soon as he found out I hadn't finished it, he clammed up. He's like, oh, well, I'm not going to ruin it for you. I don't want to ruin the surprise ending.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm going on record right now. Like, to me, the surprise ending is there's a plot.
Oh, there absolutely is.
Because, like, it's up until this point, there hasn't been what I would call a plot. There's been a goal.
And mass genocide.
The next bow is... Oh, so anyway, so since you said that and all that, I do want to go take a look at the Colossi remaining statues. So we got 2 there. Looks like another snake-looking dude.
All these fucking snakes, am I right?
Why do they have to be snakes? Okay.
I don't know why, but every time I kind of feel like this is really like Punch Out, but you have to find your way to the ring first. You just... I kind of wish that the disembodied voice would just say something like, join the Nintendo Club today, right, or something like that.
Oh, stick and move. Alright, so that's... little mustache dude over there. Peter Dinklage, actually, is kind of what that looks like.
The great Peter Dinklage.
And we got... Okay, so I got 4, it looks like, here.
Yep.
Maybe a 5th if there's some bonus guy. But, okay. Alright, nothing in particular. I was just curious to see if, like... Oh, wait, now that I look at them... Look at that, first try.
Good job by you. You've been practicing? You just spend like an hour before, right before I got here, just like...
I've been practicing by playing a whole bunch of Dark Souls 1 and 2, and randomly thinking about coming back to play this. And that's been my system. Oh, hey, wait. Ah, there we go. We're gonna go that way.
Sounds a lot like my system for training on Dark Souls, which is playing Overwatch and thinking...
Did you attempt Bloodborne now that you actually have the disc in the case?
I haven't yet. I'm gonna save it for Friday.
Okay.
And like use it as a warm up. Because otherwise, I thought about playing it today. I'm like, fuck that. I can play Overwatch.
We're talking about it now. I may mention it on Dark Souls, but I may forget. There is a creature I didn't know existed in Dark Souls 1. Called a vagrant. Or something, and just because like you're playing it really after I'm playing it really after the game launched, there's not a lot of other players online, and it's an online. I feel like I went this way once, right? I wonder if Alright, I'm gonna go this way. I'm just wondering, cause like I felt like I went this way once. And
Yeah.
I wonder if this is the time to go around the other side of this hill. I'll go a little bit. We'll see where it goes. I didn't fight anything up here, but... Anyway, so the Vagrant in Dark Souls is like...
What the fuck?
There's some Dark Souls for you right there. That actually inspired Miyazaki. He was just like, physics, that's the key.
Get a horse in a tree.
That is... What is... Okay, does that mean I am next to it, or...
Yeah.
Oh, getting close. Okay, just know I'm really pointing in the wrong direction. Okay. So anyway, these vagrants, they look like little balls with, like, tentacles coming out, and blast like a spell that you can't actually cast, I've never seen before, but there's a bunch of tiny little magic missiles that do a ton of damage at you. Never seen one before, and I was just backtracking. Huh. Little, like, squirrel thing. Are you the Colossus? Alright, let me get off there for a second, because you won't go up this. Oh, it's like a little salamander guy.
Yep.
You're just environmental decoration. I get it. I
have the power.
I'm getting the hunch I should have gone the other way.
Probably.
That's...
But at least we know.
So, it took me forever to find it, too, because I was, like, what the hell are these things? Blobby tentacle thing in Dark Souls? A lot of hits on that. Not very helpful. But eventually, like, I typed in the area that it had popped in at me, which was, right at the very beginning, next to the blacksmith dude with the 2 elevators, and that little run right there. And I'd beaten that area a long while back in my playthrough. There's some lights over here, but that's not a thing. You can do it, horsey. We've seen you jump straight up a tree. Come on. No, it will not. Alright, fine. Take the long way home. So what triggers these vagabonds to appear in your world is if you die, and on your bloodstain that you leave, some people said souls, but most people are saying it's only humanity. But you leave a high number of souls or a high number of humanity, okay?
Yeah.
So like you had 5 soft humanities on you, okay?
Okay.
And you don't make it back to your bloodstain. Your bloodstain can become hostile in somebody else's world.
Huh.
And that's what the vagabond is. And since they did that restart day, there's been a lot more people playing. And since I found that app that connects you to a lot more players,
Yeah.
there's been a lot more activity. A lot easier to co-op too and just have some fun. Alright, so... So this is probably a thing later. Maybe. Oh, it's a bridge. Yeah, and they didn't do that in any other game that I can tell. But I just thought that was a neat little idea there. Huh. So... Did I miss a turn back here I can take?
So, this past weekend while you were dealing with in-laws, I was at Hamacon.
Yeah, Hamacon. That seemed to go pretty well.
It was fantastic. And it was fantastic in this respect. You know, I tend to judge these things by how easy was it for me to get the interviews and how well did the interviews go? And the answer to that was It was just all around terrific. We had Aaron Dismuke, who was the original Alphonse in Full Metal Alchemist. They went through puberty and started appearing in some other stuff, like I think recently was Blood Blockade, Battlefront, and The Devil is a Part-Timer. And funny thing about Aaron, he will say just about anything in front of a live microphone.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it was pretty great. So, you know, we asked him about being a child star, and, you know, he told us about, you know, being addicted to blow and all that sort of thing.
Wow.
Not really, but, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a different kind of alchemy.
Yeah. You know, I accused him just doing lines of coke in transmutation circles. But, he plays the character Lucifer in The Devil is a Part-Timer, and Lucifer and Satan are different characters in that show. But I think my favorite moment of the interview is he's talking about playing that character, and he's like, you know, after you kind of get past the introduction where he's very sadistic, he's like, after that, I didn't really have to do any acting. He and I are a lot alike. He's like, you know, I have a lot of respect for him. I said, so just so I've got this right, quotation, Aaron Dismuke, quote, I have a lot of respect for, bracket parenthetical, Lucifer.
Oh. Great.
It's an actual quote.
I learned today that the Iron Giant was voiced by Vin Diesel. I did not know that.
Indeed he was.
There was something else too that I was like, wow, really? It was one of those like, did you know videos? And it was like, yeah, I knew most of those. It's not, you know, any shocker. Especially on ones that aren't even like a voice. Yeah. Like Ernest Borgnine voicing the superhero guy, Merman, in SpongeBob. I mean, if that wasn't him, that's somebody just doing an Ernest Borgnine impression. So, do you want me to go down there, Sword? What do you want me to do? You kind of want me to go that way. Is there a that way? Or is this just a complete dead end? This is a complete dead end. Look at that. 2 for 2.
You're doing well.
The Screen Junkies did a not really an honest trailer, but they did a video on something I can't determine if it's a repressed memory or not, and I actually saw, or I just saw the ads and I just remembered it came back. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles band, direct to VHS.
I saw this video.
You saw this? Because like I'm watching it, and like as I'm seeing the bits and the acts, I'm like, this is all way too fucking familiar. Like I kinda am remembering this, but oh, this looks like a thing. And I'm kinda afraid to ask. My mom and dad, like, do we have that video? Because I mean that was totally the time that I was way into the Turtles. I think I tried climbing this stuff once before and I didn't have a whole lot of success with it.
Jump around.
I don't remember what the grab on key was.
R1, I think.
Ah, there we go. That's gonna be important later.
Yep. Was it the vines? Was that what we used to climb up?
I don't know if I ever got up there.
think you did.
Did I?
Yeah, if you climb up the like the ivy there.
Although,
I can talk.
you know what? It's not as bright there as it was. This may not be. Right. Wait a minute.
See, I remember things.
Oh, so the other thing I realized that I hadn't noticed was a mechanic, but I just realized editing the episodes, was that you can hold down, when you're holding on, you hold down, the jump button to charge a jump too.
Yeah.
Probably gonna make gripping my balls and finger to the Lord a little bit easier.
I think you have to crawl under that one.
You're right, I do. Okay, cool. I didn't fall all the way down and make an embarrassing amount of progress lost.
Didn't Dark Souls it?
Oh shit. Okay, once I was here. Oh, jump here. Fail. Jump.
Speaking of The Devil is a Part-Timer, I was watching it earlier today and discovered that there is a Family Guy reference in there.
To what?
There's a reference to Family Guy in The Devil is a Part-Timer, at least in the English dub. Because one of the characters, like, falls down and hurts herself. And when she does, she starts doing the, thing.
Aha! Okay, that is one of my favorite Family Guy bits. No, not that's the horse. That's my sword.
You know what? We'll come back whenever
I
you
can't figure out how to crouch and walk, John.
Yeah, we'll come back whenever you figure out, you know.
All right.
What
See you
you're
guys
doing
next
there.
episode.
Yeah.